Hey, what's up, you guys? What's happening? It's Stephanie Stallworthy, ideal traffic lady. Let's go, Jesus. Let's go, Jesus. There's going to be a royal wedding this year, 2026. There's going to be a royal wedding in 2026. Yes. A marriage ordained by God Himself. Woo, it's going to be a royal wedding this year. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You understand? You better know what it is and what it ain't. I do declare, I'm just on for like a half a second because I got to go in and then I got to go back out and go to work in the morning. So early, I'm really overnight almost. On the early shift on the radio and TV, WSB in the morning. So I'll see you there. Tune in. Tune in. There's going to be a royal wedding this year, and there's going to be some exposures this year of all the dark, dirty, underhanded, conniving, this and that and the other thing. You better know it. It don't matter how they spin what they spin. Don't matter how they try to become a whole new person. Don't matter how they try to teach other people how to do it and they don't even know it themselves. Or how they try to make things look today, tonight, or any day or night. It doesn't matter. The circle is not circling. They can't teach people anything because they don't even live what they're even talking about. Projecting onto others what it is that they do. That's awful. But hey, maybe they're trying to transform, but too bad, too late. You should have never did the stuff you did in the first place because you will have to pay for that. You got nothing to do with me, you, or anybody else. It's just only what God said. And how dare you try to thwart the divine will of God in His people's lives. What kind of God do you serve? You don't serve the same true and living God if you are trying to keep one of God's children from what God has for them. What kind of God do you serve? What God do you serve? It ain't the true and living God, Jesus the Christ. That's for doggone sure. So while you perpetrate the fraud daily and walk in a position, walk in acting like you're serving that God and you're really not, walking like you belong where you belong and you manipulated it, God, you're going to have to answer for it. Not to me, not to anybody over there, but to the Lord Himself. Jesus Himself, Lord and Savior Himself, the true and living God. Because it's a mess in the game and it's about to come out. I mean, all the way out. Aired out. What I was really expecting is somebody to walk right in there in the middle of that thing tonight and say, all right, never mind, shut this thing down. We're shutting it down. It's a wrap. That's what you should have done. Why are you still letting it perpetuate? Like they can teach somebody something, like anybody could sit under them. Not in that atmosphere, no. Maybe in the world, yeah. But under godly things, no. Absolutely not. You should have walked in and say, all right, it's enough of this thing. This circle ain't circling. I got an announcement to make. And this is what it is, and this is what it ain't. And nobody who serves a true and living God and knows that what God said is what you're doing finally is going to be mad about it. They'll be like, oh, that's what God said for real? Oh, I love that. What a great story. How that was all lining up. Oh, I could see that. And why would somebody go against that and insert themselves into that space? What kind of person is that you had us sitting under? And you'll have to mea culpa, like, yeah, I made a mistake. Or I did it on purpose and I knew what it was, but I wasn't ready to level up to do what I had to do for what God said. His will, nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. Nothing less, nothing else. So I decided to do my own thing. Did your own thing. Your free will thing, free willy. And look how it's turning out. But the God that I serve works everything together for our good. And the same will happen here. The moment you open up, Let it all out. Let it all be clear. Let's be clear. Shut that circle that's not circling down. Just come right in the middle of it. Say, all right, break it up. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. This is a mirage. It's a dog and pony show, and I'm shutting the pony. I started the dog and pony show, and I'm shutting it down today, once and for all. So, you ask the people to forgive you, and say you're doing what thus saith the Lord, and you're ready to do what you're supposed to do, prodigal son or whatever, and you'll take your place, right? It's gonna be a royal wedding this year. And all the fake, the phony, the fraud, the manipulating, the conniving, the underhanded, the people who don't serve the true and living God or stand like they do. Like, really? How dare you? How dare you be that person? Anyway, you should have shut the circle down there, sir. Shut the circle down. Keep prancing around. You still tap dancing on. I know you got plans probably, but you tap dancing too long. And you're going to fall right in on the edge and fall right in. And then you'll be stuck. And you won't be able to right the ship. There's 5 people who lost their jobs that's waiting for you to right the ship. It ain't just about you or your person or this phony. It's about lives and destinies that were affected negatively by an individual who single-handedly, and then had some minions to go with him, dismantled the system God had you put in place. Dismantled the leadership God had you put in place. So while you're standing side by side with them, even if you're really not engaged with them, you're not engaging with them, you're doing all that right, but you got to shut it down. Stop dragging the stupid thing out. It's too long. How long? How long? You think God gonna wait? What? Huh? How much more punishment do you want to take? How much more abuse do you want to take from this person? How much more faking do you want to do? How much more suppressing your own real feelings and emotions do you want to subject yourself to? They're all going to bust out. It's all, anything under pressure is going to bust out. Stuff like that can't be held in. And when you do, you're just killing yourself little by little, day by day, living a life you don't want to live, being mistreated by people that say they love you, and people you say you love, thinking that that's all that there is, and then you know it's not. But you won't just shut the door. Cut it off. If something is poisoning you, or poisoned, or you got a gangrene limb, cut that sucker off. You don't let it poison the rest of your body. You're going to have to take a loss, lose that limb. Unfortunately, yours won't grow back. You know. Who grows back? Salamander? Somebody. A chameleon? Who grows back? Something grows back. A snake? I don't know. Yours won't grow back, but you ain't going to need it. You don't want no hide, no hair of no poison of the rotten. There's rotten. It's toxic. It's nasty. And it's still standing up there spouting and pouting like they are the cats. Meow. And they are not. And you still allow it. They bully you to allow that stuff. Like, come on, shut it down. They don't have to get nothing out of this thing. Nothing at all. Because they caused the whole thing, and then you allow the whole thing, so none of y'all have nothing. Y'all both lose everything. Y'all split the thing in half and shut it down. Because how long do you think you have? We're almost in March. How long? How long are we going to do that? How long are you going to do that to yourself? I was talking to somebody, I was talking to a few people about some different things. And you know, How Flow Today community, we're here to help each other. And so, I was talking to somebody about somebody that they're with that always is seeking approval. They want to always have the approval of somebody else. And they won't make the decisions on their own. They got to make sure that someone, well, what do you think? What are you going to do about so-and-so? Well, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? And won't make their own decisions and do what they're supposed to do. They always got to get somebody else's buy-in, someone else's approval, someone else's something before they do anything. And sometimes the people's buy-in and approval that you're getting is not valid. I say you can't wait for these people to validate you. They're not even valid. None of us are valid to validate anybody. Only God validates, and He did when we were all created, right? But they're waiting for other people's approval. I'm like, well, let me ask you this. Do they approve of themselves? Do you approve of yourself right now and how you're operating in this space? I'm Stephanie Stallworth, and I approve this message. I approve of myself. I'm not waiting for nobody to validate me or to give me approval. Yeah, I think that's great. You should do it. No, I'm doing what God said. As long as God's satisfied and He approves, I don't care about nothing else. So this usual and unusual woman, this and that, and the whole tap dancing bridge they're on tonight, they can't teach it because they don't even know it. They barely believe it. Someone probably just put it in their head, tell them things they need to do, and now they're trying to teach it. But it's not translating. And do you approve of yourself? Do you approve of yourself? Don't wait for other people to tell you what they think of what you're doing, what you're going to do. That's how you got where you are now. What people think, what it looks like. But how's it feel? Don't feel so good. Everything that looks good, everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that looks shiny could still be a shined up turd. What do they call it? Shined up a turd. An excretion. Shined up excretion. Golden, gilded on the outside. Inside is still a pile of crap, right? And you carrying around the shined up piece of hoo-ha like it's solid gold through and through. It's not. But other people approve. No, actually they don't. They just don't tell you they don't approve. They're like, all right, we don't expect much more of them. So, oh well, that's par for the course. That's about what we expected. We didn't think they were going to do nothing regular, sensical. And God breathed. They want to do their own thing. World War Me, right? It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. So, all that aside, it's going to be a royal wedding this year. It's one that a union God put together Himself. The Lord Himself put it together. And who would have thunk it? And the way it's going to work so well is going to blow everybody's minds, including the two that are involved. Well, the three, including God. God's mind won't be blown. He already knows. But do you believe God? I say, I believe God. It is so. Arguing with people. It's not. It's so. You think I was going to tell you I love you first? That's the love you like? That's the love you love? Oh my gosh. That is toxic and abusive. That's the power and control wheel, honey. It's the waves of confusion. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I came on to say, hey, hi, how are ya? Stephanie Stallworth, Angel Traffic Lady. And it is done. It is finished. God has done the thing. And it's only up to you to cut it off. Shut it down. And make the announcement. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. So get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm thinking, I think royal wedding, is Princess Diana, Prince Charles, but I don't mean that one. That was the first royal wedding we got to see. But then Then we got to see the first Coming to America royal wedding. Yes, not the whatever you like. Not that one, but the one that was real and it was authentic and it was God breathed and God ordained. That royal wedding, that's the royal wedding that's going to be happening this year. So I'm going to need you to handle your business, stop screwing around with everything and everyone, and do what thus saith the Lord. Go in there and break up that old circle. The circle is not circling. They can't speak authentically on it because they don't even live it. How they mention Proverbs 31 is beyond me because they ain't down with that. They already said it a million times. Poo-pooing Proverbs 31 all the whole time they've been there. Now all of a sudden they want to do something because something's in jeopardy for them. Child, please, you better get on with it. There's going to be a royal wedding in 2026. And I don't mean Marvin Sapp. That looks like a nice pairing. Marvin Sapp, I just saw he's engaged and going to be married. That's so cool. I love it. She looks like she might be a really great lady for him. So nice. So nice. And the same can be said for you. Right? Do you believe God? Do you trust him? Do you believe what he said? Or you think it's still not possible? I don't understand. You better show up and show out. And, go take notes from over there. Not from everyone. Don't take notes from nobody. Take notes from the Lord. But don't be afraid. The note is don't be afraid to go ahead and do what really makes you happy. Seemingly that really makes Marvin Sapp and the young lady he's engaged to happy. Really happy. Not fake happy. Not TV happy. Not podcast happy, not photo shoot happy, not my life's a movie happy, not any of that, what it should look like happy, but real happy and real peace, really at ease, real joy, real authentic love, really God breathed, really God centered, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. And on that note, I gotta go because I'll be on the air 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'll see ya. Shut the sucker down. Sick of looking at that. Can't stand listening to it. It's a bunch of phony projection. And again, remember what I said in the earlier video. Everything that they say bad about other people is really what they're saying is really truly them. That's why they know it so well, because they are that. They are the usual, not the unusual. Don't get it twisted. Don't let them make you think that they got it flipped and they got it right. They don't have it right. They still got it wrong. The only way they act like they got it right is so they can manipulate you into believing that. And manipulate the people and let them stay there. It ain't happening. God already said what he said. It's already done. So, but, yes, the unusual woman operates in the spiritual realm, not in this natural thing. I've been saying that forever. And now they know. Now they talking about it. It's a whole nother trick, I promise you. It's just set up to buy time. And you're not selling your time. You've wasted enough time. God doesn't give you more time than he gives you, right? Now he'll redeem the time that may have gotten wasted or taken away from you by other people's doing, but all these seconds are going by. You still didn't do it? Another second. You still didn't do it yet. You didn't do nothing yet. You're still just sitting there. You listen to me. What are you listening to me for? Handle it. No one can handle this but you. You are the key to the source of the gold dust. Look at all these seconds going by. Man, you ain't done nothing yet. You better hang up this video, handle it, and let me know you did it. I need to know. Tell me tomorrow in one of your 3 messages of the day that you did that thing. Prove it. Prove it. Right? Be a man, be a woman of God, be a follower of God that does what God says, and don't ask no questions, and don't doubt it, and don't say what if this and what if that. Don't what if your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the last thing I said the other day, if you stand up there and say those things about the Lord, and actually believe what you're really saying and live what you're really saying, everything's going to change. But when you just lip servicing, I know you know it, I know you believe it, but you stuck in a moment. It's just a moment. This is not the end. God using this terrible thing for the good to help tell that story, to help teach the lesson to everybody in the world about what really exists out there and what people are really capable of doing, and how people will stay in it even though they know they've been manipulated, or if they don't know it and once they find out spiritually that people went against them and tricked them out their spot. They tricked you out your spot. They didn't trick somebody else out. They tricked other people out their spot. They tricked you out your spot. You were supposed to have that divine spot with a divine, wonderful life by now. And you live in a nightmare every day and every night. Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever street you live on. That means you were tricked out your spot. How did I get here? Because you got tricked. And if you want to keep getting tricked, keep letting these seconds go by. No one can do anything about this but you. All communication avenues are blocked. There's no way to reach out to talk about it. You got to do it all. It's on you. Your move, what you're going to do. And don't get stuck and frozen in panic and fear. Do the doggone thing scared. You know what it is. And you know what it ain't. And when you stand on the real truth of God, no one can fault you. No one going to be mad at it but the devil. Just do what he said. And he will do what he said. He's already done it. But you sitting there acting like you don't know it. But I know you know it. Say with me, I believe God. I believe God. Right? It is so. It's not. Is to. It is so. Is not. Is to. It is so. It is not. It is so. It is not. Siblings fussing. It is not. Is to. Is not. It is not so. It is so. It is not so. Is so. Is not. It is so. Tell them it is so. Tell yourself it is so. Tell the world it is so. Tell your people you shepherd it is so. Tell God I know it is so. And let it be done. So it is so. The end. I'm over 20 minutes now, 22, almost 23 minutes. Love, hugs, pats, all of that, hearts and everything. I'm so tired, right? The timing is off. The divine alignment, the divine timing is off. Because you know what, right? So, got people doing stuff that they don't necessarily need to be having to doing. Had you done what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Hindsight's 20/20. Every day I wake up, I say, Lord, help me get this thing right. One more again. Thank you for let me wake up again. But just in case you don't get to wake up tomorrow, God forbid, you better do that thing tonight. And then in the morning when you wake up, and do what you got to do all day on a Tuesday, which is a busy day. Do what is right and good. Say what needs to be said. Don't be scared about it. Handle your business and walk on. Keep on walking. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, what I always say, and it's the last thing I always say it's the last thing. It's like I'm talking to my sons. Like, the last thing, one more thing. And one more thing. You're not my son. I don't son you. They son you. One more thing. Whose life is this? It's your life. And who gets to make decisions about your life? You do. You're the only one that got to live this life. You're the only one that got to deal with this stuff day to day. Is that the life you want for the rest of your living days? Is that the nightmare you want to live with in your house? You'll never get no peace. Lord have mercy. I'm exhausted. I ain't nowhere near that place. I know you're exhausted. Ooh, child. Detach, baby. Detach and get yourself back. I know you're a nice person and you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but guess what? You're hurting your own feelings. Do you approve of you? Do you approve of you? Do you approve of what you're doing? Do you approve of what you're allowing? Do you approve of where you are right now? If so, keep on keeping on. If not, you better go where you need to go and do what you need to do. Because time is not promised. You're taking too long. March 1st through the 9th. I got some people coming, well, a person coming around in the area. So, you know, you need to handle your stuff. What's today? 23rd? You got 1 week. When's March 1st? Sunday. Oh my God. So all the next week. If you ain't have nothing by then, it might be too late, baby. Now it's too late. That's all I'm saying, you know. That's all I'm saying. But I believe the word of the Lord. And I believe that just in time, he'll do just what he said. Not that you'll do what he said, because I don't trust you to do what he said. I trust him to do what he said. I don't trust me to do what he said. I trust him to do what he said through me. I trust him to do what he said to do through you. What he said he'll do through you. And I trust me to trust him. You need to trust yourself to trust him. You don't trust yourself, so don't trust yourself. Trust him. If you trust yourself, you don't need him anyway. So you better trust him. He's your maker. He knows what he made you to do and be. And there's more. There's 184 acres. There's more. Right? There's more. There's so much more. You don't even know the half. So anyway, I believe God is going to do it in his way, in his time. And it's going to knock everybody's socks off. So prepare yourself, loves. I sure hope it gets warmer here soon. It's going to be a royal wedding in 2026. And do you approve of yourself? Do you approve of yourself? Everybody else's approval? Do you approve of you? Do you approve of your decision? And if you don't, fix it. Yeah. And the circle ain't circling. Had the people looking at them like, child, I just came to see the spectacle. But they don't even believe what they're saying. They're saying it because they have to. Because they'll do anything to save face. They can't make anybody believe that they are the unusual one. They're very usual, very common, and very driven by the world. So, anyway, I'm not going to end on that. I'm going to end on, I believe God. The best is yet to come. You can do it. And let's go.